Termination notices going out to dozens of San Diego Unified employees who haven't complied yet with the school district's vaccine mandate. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Steve Price.
And I'm Kirsten Holmes. According to the Union Tribune, those termination notices went out to 73 of the district's 15,000 employees.
A dozen went to credentialed employees. That includes teachers and administrators. The other 61 are non-credentialed personnel. So that includes bus drivers and support staff. More than 840 employees have been granted medical or personal belief exemptions.
Yeah, the notices come after the district set tomorrow, January 24th, as the deadline to take action against those who did not get vaccinated or failed to get an exemption.
CBS 8's Regina Ahn talked to a district employee and a lawyer about what might happen next for those getting pink slips.
Many teachers I spoke with tonight say they're nervous to come on camera to talk about such a sensitive topic, but many say they're upset and confused, but worry about speaking up because of retaliation.
Even our leadership, unfortunately, is making some pretty horrendous comments about stating that our department and district would be better off if the unvaccinated would just quit.
Dr. Amanda Morris is a licensed mental health clinician for the San Diego Unified School District. She's worked here for 15 years and says what she's seeing happen is unfair and wrong.
I was getting phone calls last week with some of my colleagues in tears that they had just received a termination letter.
With the district already short-staffed, she says it's a shame to let go of clinicians and staff who some have made real connections with students.
By losing more mental health clinicians in the middle of a mental health crisis is just mind-blowing to me at this point, that the district would allow a healthy clinician to be fired and have students go without IEP services.
Morris is talking about individualized education plans, which are for disabled or autistic students. She says she's seen some of her experienced and qualified clinicians getting a termination letter.
It did come as a shock because really this is segregation, this is discrimination. As a district who really advocates as being a leader in equity and social justice, I think it was a shock to everyone.
For Morris, she was able to bypass getting a termination letter because of her partial religious exemption, but she says that was not the case for some of her peers.
Some colleagues have went on and shared that theirs have been accepted, whereas others have not.
We spoke with attorney Dan Eaton, who outlined the potential recourse for affected employees should the district take action on terminations.
They should contact their union representative. I would think that would be the first step. And frankly, one of the things they ought to do is to contact the person who sent the letter to see if there are any internal appeal options that are available. Those are going to have to be exhausted before they resort to the courts.
Now, 99% of employees are fully vaccinated or have received an exemption. Now, back in late September, the board voted to fully require vaccinations for students and staff. And if staff decided not to comply with those rules, they were essentially terminated. And if students didn't comply, they would have to learn from home.